Lego just announced the new minifigure vending machine coming out on June 1st. With this comes two new medieval factions, the Griffin Knights and the Kraken Knights. If you want to keep up with medieval Lego news, subscribe. I do reviews on all new Lego castle sets. Let's start off diving into these minifigures. Starting with the Kraken Knights, these guys look really cool. Dark green is one of my favorite colors, and the teal is somewhat of a new color to bring into the mix. I do have some teal chests already from the Dungeons & Dragons Bard that I think might mix nicely with these. I also like that they come with these circle shields but with printing all around the shield. Usually in the past we've seen these circle shields, but they normally have only a small printing and still that gray or brown color. On to probably one of my least favorite helmets, this Viking headpiece that it came with, but now in a brown color. For sure a missed opportunity not to have it in that nice copper or bronze color that we had already back with the dwarf sets, but who knows what the future holds. It looks like Lego agrees that these helmets don't look good without anything under them, so for this faction they put the dark green masks. I like this technique, I actually use it on a lot of my minifigures already, so a little bit of a spoiler. Now on to the Griffin Knights. From what I'm seeing, people are liking this faction a lot more, and I can't blame them. The torso and leg prints are really nice, and that hint of dark red is going to be really fun to play with. I'm very curious to see what the back of this torso looks like, but it looks like if you take off the arms, it doesn't actually have any dark red on it, so that might be good to use with other factions in the future. The hint of this dark red, though, I think is the main attraction for this faction. We've yet to see a good faction actually use this dark red color. Typically an antagonist faction or something like that would have a hint of this. I'm excited to see what I can do with this faction, mixing the parts I already have and what they come with. On to another huge reveal, the Zelda shield mold. We saw that they recently used this with the reveal of the Snake Knights, but it looks like they're also going to bring it in with these Griffin Knights. I honestly wonder if this is going to be a new standard for future factions coming out using this shield mold. I think it could be a nice touch. The one thing I don't want for the shield mold, though, is for it to be overused. So I wonder if in the future they're going to have a smaller version of this shield for regular footmen. Something else I like about the Griffin Knights is that this helmet is usually a bad guy helmet, but now it's printed in gray and it doesn't look as intimidating. Having two new helmet options from these figures is going to be a really nice thing for all of our other factions. All in all, from what I see of these minifigures, I'm impressed. Lego has really outdone themselves with the last 4 factions that they've come out with, and I think it's going to be a big hit for future Lego Castle. I'm excited for the future of these two factions, but for different reasons. With the Kraken Knights, we have different colors than our standard minifigures, and it brings back that dark gray, which is one of my favorites. I think the better thing are what the Kraken Knights are going to bring in the future for sets. Krakens obviously come from the sea, so I can see possibly some medieval ships, docks, or something of the sort in our future. I think this could breathe new life into Lego Castle and possibly get the pirate community to also come into medieval more. As far as the Griffins though, I'm more excited about these minifigures to upgrade my previous factions. The only other dark red good guy faction we've ever had has been the Red Falcons, but those were so hard to get your hands on. And if you didn't get them back then, good luck, because they are way too expensive. I really hope the back printing on these doesn't have a hint of red, that way I can use the front and back for so many of my other factions that already have that hint of gray. I think we can all agree though that we love these factions, but let's talk about this set. This set is a trap. I don't like having to buy a set just to get minifigures. And unless you're a fan of gumball machines, you're not going to like this set. Not to mention, the price tag on this set is just way too much. Yes, I understand it comes with 16 minifigures, but 13 43 pieces for $179.99? That's crazy. I could honestly see this being more in the $139.99 range, kind of like the 3-in-1 castle we saw being revealed, but this is just too much. And I don't think anybody is going to like every single theme that is in here. Myself, I could totally be down with the pirates, but the spacemen really isn't my thing. I'm going to hold off on this myself. I just can't justify spending $180 on 4 minifigures. I really think these are going to be coming to the Pick-a-Brick site, and possibly even the Build-A-Minifigure station at the Lego stores. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Please leave a comment below for your favorite faction and what you're excited for with these. I'm Woad, see you next time.